Hello, my friends. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like giving up? Like the weight of life was too much to carry, and no matter what you did, nothing seemed to work. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to know that you're not alone. But here's something I've learned through my journey. Life isn't meant to break you, it's meant to shape you. And sometimes, the hardest moments, the ones that bring you to your knees, are the very moments that prepare you for something extraordinary. I remember a time in my life when everything felt like it was falling apart. I had lost my job, a dream I had worked so hard for. My relationships were strained, and I felt like I had nothing left to give. There were nights I lay awake, wondering if I'd ever get back on my feet. But then, something shifted. I realized that the only way out was through. I started asking myself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this pain to become stronger? And slowly, step by step, I began to rebuild. That's the first lesson I want to share with you today. Your struggles are not the end of your story, they are the beginning of a new chapter. You see, life has a way of testing us. It throws storms in our path, not to destroy us, but to teach us how to weather them. Think about it. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and steel is forged in fire. The same is true for us. When you're going through the worst, it's easy to feel like giving up. But what if I told you that those moments are where your greatest growth happens? It's in those moments that you discover who you truly are. I've met people who've been through unimaginable hardships, loss, failure, heartbreak, and yet, they came out the other side stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. How did they do it? They refused to let their circumstances define them. They chose to keep moving forward, no matter how hard it got. I started keeping a journal during my toughest times. Every night, I wrote down one thing I was grateful for and one thing I learned that day. Some days, it was hard to find anything good, but I kept writing. And over time, I noticed something incredible. Even in the darkest moments, there were small sparks of light. That brings me to the second lesson. Gratitude and reflection can transform your perspective. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you've lost, you begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You start to realize that every challenge is a chance to grow. My friends, I want you to remember this. Never give up, no matter what happens. You are capable of more than you can imagine. The road may be long, and the climb may be steep, but every step you take brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. Think about the people you admire most. Chances are, they didn't have it easy. They faced failure, rejection, and doubt, just like you and me. But they kept going. They didn't let their setbacks define their future. So, what can you do today to take one step forward? Maybe it's reaching out for support, learning a new skill, or simply reminding yourself that this moment is temporary. Whatever it is, take that step. And if you ever feel like you can't do it alone, know that you're not alone. There's a whole world of people out here cheering you on, including me. Before we end, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Inhale, and exhale. Feel the strength within you, the resilience that has carried you this far. If this message resonated with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge or how you're finding the strength to keep going. And if you're looking for more inspiration, hit that subscribe button. Together, we'll keep moving forward, one step at a time. Thank you for being here. Remember, you are stronger than you know, and the best is yet to come.